No, we had the Peerless Rye at Soba Lounge.
No, I had that.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, get out of my face.
All right, so we...
Tell me what the fuck I drank and didn't drink.
All right, guys, welcome back to another Three Bears Whiskey Company video. Today we're going to talk about our Kentucky whiskey haul. We just got back from Kentucky. Sorry about that, stuttering a little bit. We just got back from Kentucky last week. We picked up a couple things, and we had one thing waiting for us at the end. Two things waiting for us at the end, but...
This is the order in which we
yeah, this is how...
purchased.
We're going to go through it, taste them, tell the story how we got them, and go from there. Should be a fun one.
Yep.
We'll start off the Russell's Reserve Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey, single barrel, 104 proof.
Never seen that single barrel in New York.
No.
So we saw that, we tasted it.
So this, we actually, first time we had
at
this.
Sobo, is that the name of the bar?
No, we had the Peerless Rye at Soba Lounge.
No, I had that.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, get out of my face.
All right, so we
Tell me what the fuck I drank and didn't drink.
had it that night, both liked it. Then when we were in Louisville, Saturday morning,
Saturday morning, we went to
that's when we decided to do a little bourbon hunt while we're in Kentucky. Where was it? It was liquor bottles and taste room,
Yeah,
and that's what it was called.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was off the strip, off the beaten path.
Angela's got some work to do on that one.
Nothing on the nose, just straight for it.
Yeah, just rye. It tasted a lot sweeter when I had it in Kentucky. I got it at home. It did kind of turn into that.
I still like it. It's a little
Christmas.
pine needly.
It's a little pine needly, Christmassy tree kind of like, you know, almost like that, some of that 95.5 MGP stuff. It's still solid.
I still do like it.
It's solid. It's not quite as sweet and a little more spicy. Solid.
That's good. Can't complain there.
No. Day one in Bardstown.
So technically, this was first.
Yeah, this is when you were still coherent.
Okay. So we went to Beam. Well, Bardstown was just a long day. We started out at Bardstown Bourbon Company, had a sick tour there. They were absolutely amazing to us. Then we started to hit the town.
Yeah.
As the Three Bears do.
Well, first they gave us
a
carte
pour.
blanche to sit at their bar, Bardstown.
Yeah.
And we tasted the Bardstown on a root. We tasted
everything they have.
That zebra barrel. It's like a cherry
staved
rye, which was phenomenal. We will get that. We didn't get that yet.
No.
Eventually in the afternoon, we moved over to Beam.
Then we basically hit every place in a 30-mile radius. Every distillery that we could.
Oh yeah, it's true. Well, we went to Willet,
Lux Row, Heaven Hill.
Kind of quick in and out.
Yeah.
No sippers, just quick in and out, behaved.
Then we went to Beam.
Did not behave at Beam.
Did not.
Not behaved.
Shout out Cassandra, shout out to the whole staff
Shout
there.
out to the driver behind the camera.
Yeah, got us home safe after that one. I mean, I think we had 8 pours.
I mean, they were
little sippers. They're half-ounce pours, but
little
still.
sippers. So we went to the one bar
upstairs,
and we got a couple flights. We got to taste some great stuff.
And then we wanted to taste the Special Reserve and another Booker's product, and they said they only had them at the table. So we had to sneak into the table. They were holding an event because actually the Bourbon Classic was going on. So they were trying to set up for that. The staff still let us in. We did a little 15-minute segment in there, filmed a little bit, drank a little bit, so that was pretty good. So,
and
I haven't had this one since.
Yeah, so this is...
Booker's 2404.
I'm a Booker's fanboy. I just love Booker's. A lot of you other YouTubers, I don't know why you like to beat it up, but I don't know. I guess it's a little pricey for around $109. That's just awesome. I love that.
I really don't see how people beat it up.
I love that sweet peanut flavor. I love it. People beat it up. I don't get it. I love it. So
I like peanut butter.
I do. Fantastic. So that kind of finished our collection. Now we had all 4 from 2024. So
2025 different story, but we should stay on that.
Yeah, we'll get on that.
So then after Beam, headed back to the Airbnb, tried to sober up the best we could. That lasted about 15 minutes. And then we decided to go out and go bar hopping. We ended up going to a awesome bourbon bar called the Volstead.
Incredible.
Became absolutely best friends with these people. They're absolutely amazing. Once again, if you go to Bardstown, check out Volstead. Their selection's awesome.
It's a little hole in the wall bar, but if you at the far wall at the end of the bar, most of the master distillers in Kentucky have been there and they've signed the wall. So you'll see like the Russells, you'll see Booker No, you'll see some of the guys from Heaven Hill, a lot of the famous, what are we saying here? Master distillers.
Yes.
Have all signed the wall. They've all been there. The people were just incredible. We
drink a lot.
Yeah.
But
we didn't have this J. Mattingly. We had a special short barrel J. Mattingly that was maybe the best whiskey I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, and he's been saying that since we've got back, since the day he had it, and we had to get a Mattingly of our own, and we are not disappointed. And it probably will be a staple in the house.
Yeah, we bought a lot of whiskey, and the owners were so nice. They were bringing me out just little sippy cups of Old Carter and just lots of great stuff. I wish I could remember it all.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite bourbon experiences ever. I mean, it was just for a bourbon nerd, that was like just what a day.
I think when we left Volstead, Ope's quote was, "This was the greatest experience of my life." Volstead was 1, Annalise was 2, marriage was 3.
All right, yeah.
And then me and then Connor.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I'll take 4.
I stand behind it.
I'm fine with that.
This is special.
I don't know.
I don't know what they do. I mean, I don't believe they're manufacturing it. They're sourcing this, and they're doing what they call their double-stave, and it's amazing.
116 proof, 6-year-old Kentucky bourbon, double-stave.
If we can make something this good with our brand, I'd be very proud. It's great.
I would be very happy.
Solid.
Very happy.
Solid.
All right. Back to Louisville. Oh my God, guys.
What? Oh. Yeah, we almost forgot one.
Technically, it's a different way.
So Friday we went to Green River. We had business meeting there.
We'll split your governor.
We will.
We'll split the governor.
They were phenomenal people. We have a ton of Green River that we already had, so we didn't get anything there. But actually, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to give up any proprietary secrets. But
so let's just, Green River's awesome. So after Green River, we drove to Louisville. As we said, we went bourbon hunting and everything. One of our stops was Justin's House of Bourbon in Louisville. And we got there early, basically had this whole store to ourselves. We got talking to the guy who was running the store at the time, Nick. We got put on by our Green River rep about this product, their Buzzard Roots Cigar Batch. This is pulled off the shelves. And, I mean, you've probably seen our smaller videos. This has been pulled off the shelves.
In Carolinas only.
But they said that because of the tobacco content that it was smoked with, that it might contain nicotine. Might.
Doesn't necessarily that it does, but
it might.
Unlike most cigar batches, which are done with a bunch of finishes, Armagnac and port and different things, this actually is done with smoked tobacco leaves, like Matt said. So it tastes very interesting. It doesn't taste too nicotine-y or whatever. It's really, really good.
105 proof.
And it's a rye.
Bottle 870, batch 3. Cigar rye, straight rye whiskey.
That's awesome.
We put this one in the governor because it is very, very drinkable.
Yeah.
It's a little dangerous.
This is, because governor keeps me under control.
Yeah, shout out to Barrel King for this one.
It's the governor, and it's Brandon's glass when he comes over.
Yep. Shout out, Way.
Delicioso. All right.
I'm gonna finish that one.
Moving right along.
All right. After our bourbon hunt, we headed over to Peerless. I'm a big Peerless fan. We have a superstition in our house as Rangers fans that when we drink Peerless Double Oak, we tend to win Rangers games. So, because of that tradition, we had to go visit. Last time you went down to Kentucky, they were closed.
They were closed.
So we had to go down again. And we were not disappointed. We will say that. We had another awesome experience. The guys were absolutely awesome over there. Really cool guy, told us a lot of history about them and gave us a lot of good pours.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. Peerless has always been good, but now their stocks are getting older.
Yeah.
Their whiskey's getting more age to it. It's so good.
Like in the information we were getting, like the fact that they only make like, I think he said 3,000 barrels in a year is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So this is their Kentucky Straight Bourbon, toasted, 109 proof, batch number 5. This is, I mean, it came down to this and the...
This or this, so we got both.
No, I like the rum cask.
Oh, you did. Why you always pour so heavy?
I was pouring light before and you said, no, you can pour heavy on this one because we're going to talk and sip them.
That's good.
And look, they're not finished today, so improvement.
So this the lightly toasted barrel just adds this sweetness. It's just amazing.
So do you want to explain to some newer viewers what toasted generally means?
So a lot of times, a lot of bourbons, you know, there's 4 different levels of how charred a barrel is, 1 through 5. And they actually are finding, you know, in the last few years that if they don't toast the barrel as deeply, and it's not so charred, it actually brings a lot more sweet notes out of the wood. So this is more like I'm not sure what, but it's a fairly light toast.
It's like fucking candy.
Yeah. So it's
it's
weird how lighter toast makes it so sweet.
That is caramel, that is vanilla. Like it's such a sweet bourbon. This is so good.
Completely different profile just by using a different barrel. And not quite as charred as much. So that's great.
I'll pour that on ice cream. All right.
Moving on.
Second Peerless bottle. Peerless Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 107 proof.
High Rye.
This is the High Rye?
High Rye Bourbon.
Oh, High Rye Bourbon. Seal box. I didn't believe you there. Sorry about that, buddy.
So we didn't get the High Rye when we were there, and I had such a FOMO going that I ended up coming back and buying it from Seal Box.
I think it was when we landed, like dropped our numero uno off, sent him off, got home.
God, was he sick of us?
Yeah, God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Our poor cameraman deserves a raise.
We're a lot to deal with.
Yeah, no, you know, mom and dad fighting, and I'm kidding. No, but that was a brutal landing. Flight got delayed 4 hours. Lost our keys at the parking garage, so we waited in the parking garage. When we landed back,
found our keys in the car
next to us.
Yeah.
Then we try to go down then we try to take a turn, and a big SUV. His guy just wouldn't reverse.
If you didn't click off, I would. Yeah. Guys, talking about driving.
Sorry.
It's a whiskey podcast.
Sorry.
All right.
But then once all that happened, then we came home, then he bought it. All right, screw it.
Okay. All right, but it's good whiskey though, isn't it? For the 3 of you that might still be watching.
That's all right.
It's weird that the higher rye actually adds sweetness. It's got spice, but it's got a lot of sweetness. It's
110 proof.
Great bourbon. And what's great about Peerless is, it's like that 107. It's not gas. It's not too light. It's just right.
Could you do a toasted rye?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of people have them. Yeah.
I think Peerless has a toasted rye. I think I had the toasted rye.
No, we had Michter's. That was a rye.
No, but I think I had the Peerless toasted rye at Soba. I think that was my first day.
We were at Michter's and we had their toasted rye, which it's going to cost $300-400 to get one, but it was,
if you can find it.
It was unbelievable. I have to say, it's probably a little bit better than the Peerless. The Peerless is really, really good.
All right. So after we did our bourbon trail, headed outside, a little bit outside of Louisville, still Louisville, but
It's
off the beaten path.
It's in Louisville.
Ended up at Pursuit United. Got to actually hang out with Kenny.
Kenny was coming in. I think he was doing something out of town and was just swinging in.
Yeah.
We got to do a little.
So we did a tasting of a bunch of their products. Then there.
Got to do a video with Kenny, which you probably have seen. The biggest podcast, bourbon podcast in the world. We got into their studio.
Oh yeah, got to go into their studio, and then we got brought down by Tim, who's there. He does all of their. He does their whole customer experience.
Yeah.
And he brought us down into his office, and we had some sick pours, sick interview with him. Got to really know what he's about and how he got into it, and then just some stories that he had as well. And
so he shares an office with Sealbox. Like his office is here, and the Sealbox satellite office where Abandoned Bourbon does their stuff is right next door. And there was just a sick amount of different whiskey there. And Tim was, so incredibly nice. He started pulling out some of his favorite pours.
I think
we just sat there. We had a little taste
for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we just sat there in his office and we had a little taste and we bullshitted about bourbon, and that's everything you want.
So we have the episode 70, episode 070, so episode 70, barrel 36, 122 proof. This was their special pour on our tasting, so this was the 5th pour. You can only get it there, I'm pretty sure.
I think you kind of like the barrel 71.
I like 71 better.
I like 70 and I was paying, so we got 70.
My favorite thing was their triple mash rye. That was actually fantastic.
It was all good. Yeah. Their double oak rye and their double oak bourbon are absolutely out of control too.
I think there was only one of the, out of the 14 people there, I think there was only one person who finished every single glass.
But I've had both their double oak rye and their double oak bourbon. I've never had this, so that's why we got that. We did tap to get some, little swag.
I would wear my hat, but I think I've worn it for the past 14 days.
This is special too. And it just gets, the more it's open, it gets better and better and better. So these guys source, Kenny and Ryan source. We're kind of learning. Again, we to make our own brand. We got to taste what other people have, get some ideas before we go in our own direction.
Yeah, we start playing the fucking chimes. We have a podcast going on here. All right, guys. So after we left Pursuit United, the 4 people on the trip wanted to kill each other, so we all decided to go back home, have one last good meal, and then get ready to leave at 6 a.m.
Alejandro got to pick the meal.
He did.
Yeah, he did. It was about time.
I don't think he did. I think we picked it.
I made him. All right.
We made an executive decision that he picked it, but we picked it. Yeah,
I just want to feel better.
Then he said he was gonna take a mezcal shot with me. He got a non-alcoholic drink, and I got a mezcal shot somehow. And I was like ready for my cheers. Never came.
That was good.
So after our long, boring story of everything, we finally got home, and we had this.
I had ordered this a while ago, and it finally came in.
A little rare character.
Which
batch one.
They make some sick stuff.
So after we tasted all of these, and then we tasted that, and then I felt like we were right back in Kentucky, so it was good.
Another company that, I would, if we can make something, blend something as good as that, I would be so happy with what we're doing. Just very, very good, very unique. This was bottled in 2013, is that correct? Or barreled?
Bottle number
2013.
That was 2700.
Close.
120 proof. Bottled in Kentucky. Doesn't have an age statement on there.
Just Kentucky, no Indiana?
Distilled in Kentucky and Indiana, aged in Kentucky and Indiana, aged in New Char Oak, bottled by Rare Character Whistling Company. whiskey, Lexington, Kentucky. All right. All righty. So this is a Kentucky haul.
Quite the haul. That's just
fantastic.
It's everything you want bourbon to be. That's good.
I love the texture on the last two. They're very different. This is a lot, this one's a little thick. This is smooth. It has like that honey-like feeling. You feel me on that?
I feel you.
You feels me?
Yeah.
Pause.
You're just pausing to drink more.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Our glasses are about the same level throughout.
I'm not. We went too much watching the Rangers game last night. I'm taking it.
No, we're light.
Your favorite of all of these? Gotta pick one. Just one. Ah. Hard.
Me and my fellow Zin partner down in Owensboro both love that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I didn't get this there, so I'm not gonna pick that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep that out, but this definitely, Rare Character would definitely be in the running.
It's not gonna be that?
It's really close between the J. Mattingly and the High Rye. Yeah, I'd have to go.
Well, you couldn't do technically couldn't do that because you didn't get it down there either.
If you've never had J. Mattingly, I don't know what they do. It's only 6 years old. It's just the depth of flavor, the viscosity. It's phenomenal stuff.
It's also an awesome name. J. Mattingly.
It is.
Even like Absolutely Destroyed, we were able to remember that. It just like rolled off the tongue so nice. J. Mattingly.
Yeah, I think.
No. I had to text.
For the people,
I had to text Kate to figure out what it was.
For the 6 of you that actually do watch these videos, you did see Maddie in the Bullstat, and I mean, the rundown that he was giving was just incredible. I mean, it was just the insight that you were giving, and how smart you came off, and. Sorry.
In the beginning, I did.
You did.
My interviews, which I haven't seen yet because I'm scared.
Actually, I think you're great. I think you were great.
I might be a little. What do you think of whiskey?
That was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah,
I wish we could remember more of it, but that was pretty cool.
I just remember going to Evergreen with Alejandro and being like, whatever, give me whatever $5 is.
Yeah. At least, so at that point, it was like 6 o'clock at night, and we cut it off for the night.
Yeah, then we went. I had the greasiest Philly cheesesteak of all time. That was disgusting. It felt like awful. Didn't even get to watch the last game of the Four Nations. Didn't even make it.
Four Nations gold game. We were so excited. We had all these. We were gonna like have some of these. We sat and watched it. We looked at the back of our eyelids.
You invited half the town to come over too. We're lucky.
I think I did.
They might have been knocking at the door.
Maybe.
Well, you never told them our address. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
it's not my first rodeo.
You heard it here first.
But
this is our Kentucky Bourbon Haul. Buzzard Roost, Cigar Rye, Straight Rye Whiskey, and J. Mattingly, 6-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
What a trip. Cheers.
What a trip. Cheers. I don't even know what I...
You got 100 here. Pick one.